Hello. Brief little walkthrough of the help system in PowerShell. So first things first, on a new machine, especially if you're new to PowerShell, if you have a new machine that you're working with, run this command, update help. It's reaching out saying, hey, Microsoft, give me all the current help content. On a new box, you're not going to have any help information for PowerShell, so make sure you run that first. And then you'll run it over time. Microsoft now has the ability to update some of the help content, the PowerShell help content online, so that you don't have to worry about waiting for versions or downloads or management of that content. Just say update help and you'll be up to date, which is nice. So that usually just takes a little bit. Hopefully you'll be able to get everything. I'm running some pre-release stuff, so ignore that man behind the curtain. Now, we want to be able to find what we want to use the system to help us do what we want to do. We want to use it to help us find commands, find chunks of commands, what are called modules, or bags of commands, I guess. So first things first, there's something very simple you need to learn called get command. Now, get command is going to ask for some very basic information. What's the name of the command? You may or may not know this. What's the verb? Remember, PowerShell is going to be verb noun. What's the noun? What's the bag or the module? And some other things that we're just going to put to the side for a second. So imagine we want name. If I want to get the command get process and I know the name of it, I can just provide it. That's fine. And there's a lot of information that's provided when it's returned. Sorry. So I'm going to be able to see a lot of information on that commandlet itself. Okay? I don't necessarily always have that information. So I have the ability to use wildcards with this commandlet. I know it has proc in it somewhere. Oh, there's debug process, enter PS host process, get process, start process. So now I'm finding all the commands that match that string with the wildcards. Pretty cool. And there's a lot more you can do with wildcards. You can explore that on your own. But now I want to make sure that I only get. I don't want to set information. I don't want to do complex things here. I just want to get information. So now I can use this verb parameter. Sorry, if I say get command verb get. I only want to get the commands that have get something. Okay, and I can go and say get it from the module, and if you see this source on the left, PowerShell core, I can see that in that module there's get command, get help, get history, get job, get module, get PS session. Right? That get process actually came from not core, but it came from management. So there's a lot of get commandlets. Get child item, get content, get process, get service, get PS drive. So the verb parameter for get command, really super helpful, as is the noun, right? So if I say my noun equals, and I'm pretty sure it equals process, or maybe I'm pretty sure that it equals proc and use the wildcard there. So you're going to use the get command to find what you're looking for. Once you do that, let me clear my screen. I'm going to go over to the help commandlet, the help system, to say, all right, now get help on get process. I found my commandlet, now get me some help. And there's some really good info here. This is just basic, right? I didn't put any specific requests in. I just said, get me help on get process. It gives you a little synopsis, all of the syntax, a description, related links, and these remarks are actually pretty cool. Very helpful. Shocking. So get help, get process examples. So show me how I can use this. Get help, get process, hyphen examples. So look at that. This commandlet helps file. Thank you, Microsoft folks who were putting this together. Provided about 10 different examples. If I just do get process, that's going to get a list of all the running processes. What if I say get process, winword, comma, explorer, pipe to format list? This will show me all the information for these two processes and nothing more. Okay, it gets a little trickier. Get process. Pipe that to where object, and now this is going to show me, this is a little funky here, but this is going to show me all processes that are consuming a lot of memory. Right, so the command is going to show me all processes that working set is greater than a really big number. Don't worry about managing that number yet, but you can play with that. So anyway, the examples, huge, really, really helpful. That's one of my favorite things to go to when I'm trying to figure out a new process here. So get help commandlet name -full is going to show me everything, the whole entire help file, including all of the parameters. If I'm running a process or running a commandlet and I say get process and hit my hyphen, I get this IntelliSense. It tells me what's available to me. These are all the parameters that are available. Include username, computer name, module. Well, what could all of these possibly mean? Let's see what include username parameter does. Get help, get process, parameter, include username. Look at that. The include username, it specifies that the username value of the process object is returned with results of the command. Does it take info from the pipeline? Does it accept wildcards? Is there a default value? Really great, quick information to help you get through the system. Now, one last thing before I move off of this. Get help about _star. There are all of these, what sometimes I hear people refer to as about topics. These are detailed, deep dive documents that really get into the nitty gritty of these areas. So one in particular that might be interesting, actually they're all super interesting. So if I say get help about _workflows, and then let's say show window. I want to open that in a separate window. An incredible amount of documentation, easy to follow, and it's not consistent across commandlets. Some are going to be a lot better than others, but at the end of the day, they've gone through the process of providing a ton of really great information. This is the first place to go when you're starting to learn PowerShell. All right, so in a nutshell, that's a pretty quick walkthrough of the help system. There's a lot more to it, clearly, but that's a really good start. Hope it helps. Thanks. Bye.